Samrat Ashoka is primarily remembered for his transformation from a ruthless conqueror to a compassionate ruler after the Kalinga War. However, some lesser-known historical facts suggest a certain level of cruelty during his early reign. Ashoka's iron pillars. Some of Ashoka's edicts were inscribed on iron pillars, which were placed throughout his empire. These pillars mention harsh punishments for those who disobeyed his rules. Ashoka's rock edicts mention a range of severe punishments for various offenses, including mutilation and the death penalty for serious crimes. Ashoka is believed to have been involved in the death of his own brother, Susima, who posed a threat to his rule. In an attempt to expand his empire, Ashoka waged the brutal Kalinga War. This military campaign resulted in immense loss of life and suffering. Though it allowed him to conquer Kalinga, it was a ruthless political maneuver to expand his territory, even at the cost of significant human suffering. Ashoka maintained a network of spies and secret police to keep tabs on his officials and subjects. This surveillance allowed him to swiftly respond to any potential threats to his rule, suppressing dissent and maintaining control through fear. Ashoka exercised strict control over what information reached his subjects. He censored certain forms of speech and expression, ensuring that only favorable narratives about his rule were disseminated. This control of information was a way to manipulate public perception and maintain his authority. Ashoka's early rule was marked by a willingness to use fear and intimidation to maintain order. He was known to employ harsh punishments, including mutilation and the death penalty, to deter crime and disobedience. This created an atmosphere of fear that reinforced his authority. It's essential to note that Ashoka's political tactics evolved as he underwent a profound transformation later in his life. After embracing Buddhism, he adopted a more compassionate and tolerant approach to governance, promoting non-violence and religious freedom. His legacy is primarily associated with these later principles rather than the ruthless tactics he employed during his early years as a ruler. In his life, Samrat Ashoka married not once but 5 times. While 3 of his marriages were out of love, 2 were mainly for political reasons. Needless to say, Samrats and kings were bound to marry princesses of equal status under imperial pressure. It is interesting to notice that only one of his wives belonged to a royal background, one is assumed to be a princess, and rest 3 were commoners who came from a humble background.